Hi lovelies, so I wanted to talk about coercive consent. I need to drop a trigger warning. I apologise if anybody gets upset. So, coercive consent is a act where you are technically forced or coerced into doing a sexual act with your partner, knowing that if you do not, you are at risk of domestic abuse. I've been through this more times than I'd care to admit. I found out what it was called when I was in the refuge system, and I sadly met ladies who'd also been through this. Knowing I wasn't the only one was quite comforting though, and I know that's bad. But I had one incident with a previous partner, and we'd had a couple of nasty arguments that had turned into altercations. And when they'd been making advances to me, whilst we are still recovering from this, where I am not feeling affectionate towards this person, the threat of violence was made towards me if I didn't. Another time, I was coming home from a shift. I got in. I was absolutely exhausted. I'd been pulling overtime. And I got in and took my medication, and my medication is quetiapine, which is a sedative. Now, the partner at the time is now making advances at me, and I knew that because of their controlling behaviour and their paranoia and already having accusations of having an affair at work, that if I refuse them, it will turn nasty, and I mean nasty, to the point that I would probably end up black and blue again, or with another broken toe. So I didn't have a choice. It does happen quite frequently in these relationships because these perpetrators have that control over you, and you know what they're capable of, and you'd rather not fight for your life. They find it to be more common in long-term relationships because there's a sense of entitlement with the partner. They feel like that because you've been together for that long, they can demand it whenever they want, even if you don't want it. And it's not okay. That's not okay. If either partner is not wanting it, it should end there. I'm sorry if anybody got upset over this, and I'm very sorry if you've ever experienced this. I wish you all well, lovelies.